Hey, folks, welcome to the Bellied Up podcast. I'm here with my best buddy, Miles, the You Betcha guy.
Hey, Charlie, how you doing?
I'm doing great, Miles.
I like your Holler House sweatshirt you got.
I like your Holler House t-shirt you got.
Look at that.
Look at that. It's a bowling ball. Miles, are you a good bowler?
Look how big the bowling ball gets when I do this.
Oh, yeah, you got some guns.
Stretching out.
Yeah, too bad you can't beat me in an arm wrestle.
I have literal videotape.
Of you cheating. So, Miles, are you a good bowler?
I could consistently bowl like a 115.
Really?
Yeah.
I never bowl under 100. Not me, no.
I have bowled quite a few times under 100.
Never have I ever. I can bowl a 200. I bowled it. My high score is 258.
No way.
Yeah,
I feel like
it
we
is.
talked about this before.
Nope, we haven't. Have we ever talked about this? Nope. Jared doesn't know. I bowled a 258 before, Miles. And I tell you that 259 was the best bowling round I ever had. I had 263. It was the high score at the bowling alley. I was doing that. But anyways, they got bowling here at the Holler House. It's the oldest bowling alley in the continental and uncontinental United States. Mm-hmm. It's a fantastic place. You know what I like about bowling, Miles? You guys sneeze coming on? Look at oh, good one. Wow.
I think I'd confidently say a 500, at least 700 hours with this podcast. I don't think I've ever sneezed well live on the air.
No, but that was a good sneeze. I could tell. They say a sneeze is an eighth of an orgasm. That looks like 2/8 of an orgasm, or 1/4.
Suddenly got an eighth of clarity right now. Yeah. Oh my god!
What am I doing with this podcast?
Here? What am I doing with my life?
I don't know.
Why am I doing this?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. That was mean,
Don't
Miles.
you dare put that in slow-mo either.
Yeah. I saw a little something come out, too.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be funny? I was like, oh, God. And there's just a booger hanging out.
I wouldn't tell you.
That'd be a nightmare.
I wouldn't tell you. You know what I like about bowling?
What do you like?
I like it because it's like a physical activity. And I feel like as adults, we don't get like enough physical activity.
That's why I golf, Charlie.
No, I know. But I mean, it's like... Golf is great, but you can't do golf in winter. That's true. So much of the Midwest is winter. I want to develop this whole facility called Indoor Recess. And it's just like a big friggin' gym with some AstroTurf or whatever. And it's like all glass. So you can be outside, but then you can just play basketball and you can play
Foursquare. Wall ball.
Wall ball is good. Surge or 500.
Yeah,
you know?
and then like so let's say, every randomly throughout the day they have a loudspeaker and then someone just comes on and goes, "The floor is lava."
Oh.
And everyone has to run onto a piece of equipment.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of fun.
That'd be great.
And then who's ever the last one still on the floor is it.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. But no, seriously, it's just a place where you can go and where a kid can
adult recess.
Where an adult can be a kid. Adult recess. I mean, I miss it. And they should have a playground there too. Like we should have a playground portion as well. It shouldn't just be. I
thought that was what the whole thing was just a playground.
Oh, sorry. I meant more specifically. What do you call like the jungle gym or whatever?
Oh. Yeah, like with slides and stuff.
Yeah,
I thought that's what we were doing.
No, but I meant like it's a whole area, so you have fields and stuff too.
Oh yeah,
and then I want a separate thing with like an adult kind of.
What was your area of expertise at recess? Were you a monkey bars guy?
Was I a monkey bars guy? If you want to do monkey bar wars, you and me.
See, I wasn't a monkey bars guy. I couldn't do a pull up. So
are you kidding me? Doesn't surprise me, actually. Now that I think about it, I was also a great swinger. I can pump like nobody's business. I can pump and jump. Let me tell you that. I would beat you in a pump and jump any day. I know the right trajectory to get me going.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. See, I was a merry-go-round guy.
Were you?
Oh yeah. I got these American thighs.
Oh yeah. So you were the runner and the get in the horse. Mm-hmm. That comes in handy, for when you're stealing a car and you're like the go guy. You're like go go go, and the car's going off and you're running after it and getting in. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not quite seeing the correlation, but
you got the thighs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Or you can run start a car, to pop the clutch.
Yeah.
That'll be you.
Let's see what else you got. The slides. Do you ever climb up the slide on the outside? Like at the ones with that were the enclosed
domed
tube?
Yep.
The tube slides. You ever climb up the top?
I did.
I think I did more climbing up it than I did sliding down it.
Really? That's for a guy with a fear of heights. That surprises
it's not very
me.
high. It's not very high.
Okay, how high is where you're getting afraid?
20 feet's pretty up there.
Would you go like indoor rock climbing with me? Like,
so we actually ate dinner next to a rock climbing place yesterday in Milwaukee.
Oh, really?
We almost did it. We also saw that there was a candle making bar in town. We almost made you a candle, Charlie.
Really? I didn't even get a phone call from you guys.
Well, you were busy.
I was helping my sister move that bed.
Yeah, how'd that go, by the way?
It was fine. It was just a full bed.
We talking a box spring as well?
No box spring. And the problem is I had to clear out the bed of my truck, and the bed of my truck was all full of like just wood parts, like scrap wood and boxes. So then she was giving me a little guff about her bed getting dirty. I was like, "Are you kidding me right now? Like, this is a free bed moving service. Wash the sheet." You know, she had a little sheet over.
At what point does a free service become an annoyance? Because in her situation, she said, "Hey, let's do it on Monday." And then you forgot.
I forgot.
Then you showed up and your bed of your truck isn't clean. And then you got her bed dirty. Like, at one point, is it okay, even though it's free, to complain?
It's a good point.
I think she did reach that threshold.
Yeah. Showed up a day late and
a bed
dirty bed for the bed. Yeah. It's still free. You get what you pay for, as we like to say in the Berens family. Are you like
my younger brother that you do such a bad job on this that you'll never get asked to do it again?
I get that from my grandpa TG. My grandpa TG, speaking of recess, he had to do recess duty one time. And what he did is he got a big bag full of suckers. And before the kids went back in, he opened the bag. He said, "Everyone take a sucker." So he sends all these second graders in with a sugar high. They never asked him to do it again.
So smart.
Just a genius. The wisdom of our grandparents, I tell you. But I think indoor recess, I think we should brand that. Bellied Up's indoor recess. Serve booze in recess. What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah, nothing.
By the way, folks, if you get injured at indoor recess, call Nicolay Law.
They just have it plastered all over. There's a way to make extra money, put billboards inside.
Yeah, we just advertise. We get all the Nicolay advertising, and then we just pay it back in settlements at the end of the deal. Oh, boy.
We'll workshop that idea.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Do you like the floor is lava randomly throughout the time too?
I like it,
like,
man.
20 minutes of floor is lava.
I like it. And then we do this long enough, we start playing squid games, but not lethal squid games. We just get people up there with paintball guns, in the sniper's tower.
Oh my God.
That's actually painful. Have you ever been paintballing?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I got shot by paint golf damn near point blank.
Paint golf?
Paintball.
Oh, paint golf could be fun. I should show up to your country club with like a little like a machine gun paintball thing, like rolling up, like convert a golf cart with like a little gunner tower on it.
And you're just going to start shooting people with it?
No, just you.
Oh.
Yeah.
If I hit a bad shot.
Or if you hit the ball and I try to shoot your ball out of the air.
Fun.
That could be a lot of fun.
Clay pigeon style.
Yeah. That's not a bad idea right there. That's not a bad idea.
Not a good idea.
This one time I was in South Carolina, and the stuff that's legal in South Carolina is unbelievable. We went to this BB gun shooting place. So, but you would shoot other people with BB guns.
Is it airsoft?
No. BB guns. And I showed up in a t-shirt, and I thought that they were going to give you protective clothing. Not the case, dude. Shorts and a t-shirt, and you were doing like laser tag with BB guns. I was pelted up. Why are you looking at me like that?
Sounds so dangerous.
It was very dangerous. But like I said, South Carolina.
Yeah, you can't be the guy that shows up and sits it out.
No. I
find out what it really is.
I did. After like 1.5 games, I was like, I'm over this, dude. I don't have it in me.
My buddy had some paintball guns, and so we were in a forest playing paintball.
Mm-hmm.
as kids, and I came around a tree and he was just standing there waiting for me.
Oh no.
And I had, you can see how I turned away from him and ran away because I had literal pelts go up and then across my back as well. Hurt really bad.
Retreat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole summer I had a welt on my belly because of it.
They hurt, man. They hurt. But anyways, well, good reminiscing.
Should we take some callers?
Let's do it.
Carter, are you there?
Hey, hello, how are you guys?
You got Charlie and Miles again, man. How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing really good. I got a Bellied update for you guys.
All right. So, guys, we have Carter calling in from Canada, a Bellied update. If you guys remember, he's the one that came up with the idea for the Hired from the Neck Down t-shirt, Charlie, which we sold, and we sent him a check, and that's all we know. He was wanting us to raise money so he could buy an engagement ring for his girlfriend.
Oh, yes, I remember.
Did you buy an engagement ring or did you blow it all on pull tabs?
Yeah, I got cold feet.
He got cold feet. Did you swindle us, Carter?
No, I'm just kidding. She said yes, please.
Oh, yeah, she said yes.
She said yes. Let's go.
That's awesome. How did you do it, Carter? How'd you do it?
So I got her friend to help me out, and then there's this really nice waterfront walk that we have here, and there's this really nice bridge. I got her friend to help me out, and she snuck down and lit some candles on the bridge, and then I dropped a knee, and she said yeah.
Oh, that is
awesome.
so cool. Do you have a picture of it?
Yeah, we got a picture, and then she hid in the woods. She took a little video. You can only kind of really hear it. You can't really see anything, but yeah,
that's awesome.
Today actually it was kind of a cluster fizzle there. Like so, I got home after work and I'm trying to set it up, and I couldn't get a hold of her friend, and then I was just about to go for a shower, and then my grandma calls about Secret Santa, and then her dad comes in, and I'm in my underwear getting ready for the shower, and her dad's like, he drives logging truck. His logging truck was broken down. So then he's like, I need you to drive me in my truck so I can pick up my logging truck. You drive my truck to your house, lock it up. And then I'm in my underwear. I'm like, hey, like, I'm trying to set up this proposal. So I was all flustered. And on the drive, I told her dad, I'm like, yeah, I got the ring. I'm going to propose to your daughter. And then he was like, oh, it's not even a starry night. Like, you got to pick a special. I'm like, Travis, I'm just going to get her done. Like,
That's very good of you. You're just going to make it happen. I like it. That's great. Did you ask your dad's permission then before doing it?
well, that was kind of the thing. It was more afterwards. Her dad called, and then my fiance Maddie there, she's like, oh, Carter proposed, I'm engaged. And he's like, well, he didn't ask me. And I was like, well, I kind of told him. I didn't really ask him. Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, that's great. Good for you. What does the ring look like?
I really gotta. Oh, I love it. So it's our birthstone. She really didn't want any diamonds, so I snuck 2 diamonds in there. And then, like when we get a wedding band, I got to choose that. So I'm gonna get way more diamonds on the wedding band.
That's awesome,
good for
man.
you, man.
Well, Charlie, we did a good deed, man.
Another thing done.
Yeah.
Another one done. And hey, I know sometimes I can be a little, some would say, cynical toward, long relationships.
Committing to a long-term legal relationship.
But and what that is just me not necessarily feeling the love of the relationship on the phone call. And I can tell there's a lot of love here. This one's going to last, Miles.
And remember, you just got to love yourself, Charlie.
Yeah.
If you don't love yourself, you can't love someone else.
I resent that freaking therapist that called in, man. Oh,
we got to get her back on. I like her a lot.
Nah, she's banned from the podcast.
Okay. When's the wedding? Do you know yet?
I do have to. Well, she said she's okay with being engaged for 10 years. And I was like, oh, that's awesome. And now she's like, well, 2026 isn't looking so bad. So
welcome to marriage, man. They tell you one thing and then they do another.
I really got to thank you guys, Charlie, Miles. I got to thank Ryan, the T-shirt guy. Jared, Tyler. I've been talking to Tyler this whole time, and thanks to Carlos for buying the shirt, and thank you guys. I really I thought it was a gag at first, and then when you guys actually made the shirt and everything, that was super cool. I thought that was awesome.
Oh, absolutely.
We're men of our word, Charlie.
We are men of our word.
Handshake means something around
that
here.
does, especially when you tickle the palm in the handshake. I got to tell you, Carter, we are so happy for you. We are excited for your lives together. And anytime you need anything, you just call us up. All right.
Oh, you guys are cool. So last time, how I was talking about my mom getting in the bar fight.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Badass
so
woman.
I got her here today.
You brought your mom?
Yeah, so she's listening right now. So here, I'll get her to introduce us to my mom. Here's Mom.
Hi,
Hi. How are you doing? What's your name?
I'm Stephanie.
Stephanie. We hear that you can hold your own when it comes to bar brawls. Is that true?
That's 100% true, yeah.
Wow.
And then Carter made me add it all up. I told her, I think there's been 7.
7 bar fights.
7 bar fights. What's your favorite bar fight of all time?
I think the latest one on my 50th birthday, rocking it out with Carter. I think that's got to be my favorite one.
There's
But
some.
in fairness, though, we're usually living in small towns. So at one point I was when you're waitressing and the bouncer and the bartender, you got to take it all into consideration. So 4 of those fights were with gentlemen that I sort of politely escorted outside. So
Sort of.
some of those were, yeah. Right.
So it almost feels like you're like. I feel like you're a little bit like a UFC fighter, where you train in between.
Yeah. Yeah. What? How do you
She's
train?
currently cutting weight for the next fight. Yeah, when's the next weigh-in?
For training, I was a single mom, and then of course Carter has an older brother. And I think my last training bout was we were wrestling, the boys and I, in the living room, and I was on top of Carter and just feeding him kidney shots. Well, he sort of just picked me up and threw me off the couch over top of the coffee table, and I landed on the floor. So that was our last. I think they were 16 of them. That was the last time I wrestled with the kids.
I had her on my shoulders and I was spinning her.
Your guys' Christmas looks a lot different than my family's Christmas. I can tell you that.
Competition's big.
Oh man,
Yeah.
you are a classic Canadian mother. I love it.
And we play hockey.
Yeah, both of us are goalies, so we're weird.
Do you guys ever do a goalie fight at center ice? Because that's always electric.
Yeah. We've done that. We've worn jersey and playmakers. Let's go, Carter.
I play beer league in hockey, and I'm the goalie. And I bought this year. I bought a Justin Trudeau jersey.
Yeah.
So it's got Trudeau's face on the front, kind of like a target, and then on the back, I voted 2 times, and then the number 69, and I made myself the captain because I got Trudeau on my jersey.
I made myself the captain.
It's a perfect actually goalie move because most people are just shooting towards Justin's face. So Carter really doesn't have to make any good saves anymore. I think you can make that shit now, the Carter, because everybody was just shooting at him, not around him.
Oh, that's great. Well, you guys, you're an inspiration to all of us. Okay, so
I gotta maybe pitch this to my mom. Mom, we gotta fight more. It'll keep you young.
yeah, yeah.
You don't have to worry about staying young in other ways. Let's just duke it out at Christmas.
You should just
I'll toss you across the room. I know a guy that's done it now.
get a shirt with your face right on your kidneys. That's all the targets.
But don't ever dare her.
Yeah.
My son dared me one time. I don't know. I was doing dishes, right, washing up the dishes, and he's in the living room, which is a straight shot from the kitchen. It's probably at least 30 feet.
Yeah.
And I looked at him. He said something smart ass, which you don't do. You don't do that to your mom. I'm smart ass. No. Mm-mm. So I looked at him because I was washing a fork, and I held up the fork and I said, "Really?" He goes, "Yeah, Mom, I dare you." So I let that fork fly.
And she whipped it, and it's stuck in my brother's lip, and it's like hanging out of his lip. And he's like, "Mom, like I gotta go to school."
You know, back off. Your mama. Never.
Oh, that's great. One time my brother got a pencil stuck in my face, but I think the fork really takes it. Was it a bleeder after that, or did he just suck the blood out and call it a day?
Yeah, it just kind of more or less turned into a little fat lip. It wasn't that bad. It was you can walk it off.
Yeah, rub some dirt on it.
Yeah.
Oh, rub some dirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's really good, guys. We know there's a lot of love in that family. I can
She
feel
should
it.
write a parenting book.
Yeah, you should. Yeah. Get a first draft of that done.
I would love to give one of your book copies to my wife. You know, I think she could learn a lot from you guys.
Well, just hold up for a second. I need a beer.
Okay. What kind of
Beer,
Well, that's awesome. I can already hear that beer can being crushed over your head or your son's.
Yeah. Probably mine for sure, yeah.
Quick story. Carter, little underage, not very much, whatever, small town. Mom, can I have a 6-pack? I'm like, sure, clean this yard. Oh, yeah, Mom, I'll clean the yard. Okay, right. Perfect. So I get home with his little 6-pack and, oh, okay, thanks, Mom, gotta go. I'm like, wait a minute. You didn't clean the yard. He says, oh, yeah, I'll do that later. I'm like, really? So I took one of his beers, opened it up, and started chugging it. I never seen a kid clean my yard so fast. Because he knew I was drinking all the beer.
Yeah, ticking time bomb. You know, it's like one of the games where they have the hourglass that you flip over and it's like a minute long. Each beer is 1 minute that he's got, so he had a total of 6 minutes to get the yard done.
And he did even want. I was pretty impressed.
Oh, man. Well, thank you guys very much for this Bellied update. This has been wonderful.
Carter, did you get a phone yet, or are you still phoneless?
Actually, so after our call, I got a house phone. It's $10 a month, but I don't have caller ID, and I only get 3 rings to jump up and catch it. So it's got to be quick.
Well, we're lucky we got you on the horn today.
Yeah, thank you guys. You guys are literally the best. It was life-changing. It's cool.
Very nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you too. Keep fighting the good fight.
Yep.
All right.
Literally.
And then even so, literally, it was the day after I called in, to record the first one. There was a big, huge lightning storm, and lightning hit half a kilometer away from my mom's house, so she got evacuated. And then she came and lived with me for 3 weeks, and everything kind of got flipped on its head. She's like, "Oh, I'm gonna leave all your lights on, and I'm gonna drink all your beers, and I'm gonna wake you up. I'm gonna wake you up at 3 a.m." And I was like, "Well, no, not when you're under my house. It's my rules, Mom."
And then she started lipping off to you, and you threw a fork at her.
Yeah, that's right.
Lipping off. Oh, I'm still trying to figure out how far half a kilometer is, but I'll keep thinking on that. Thank you guys very much.
Yeah, kind of this weird where we use metric and imperial, so it's we can't pick one, so we just go with both of them.
I like that.
Go with it. Well, cool, guys. Well, you take care now, all right? And watch out for deer and moose up there, too.
All right. Well, thank you, guys. Tell everyone I say hi, and thank you again.
All right. Tell your mom we says hi.
And congratulations, too, by the way.
Goodbye.
See you now.
I'm glad we got to talk to his mom.
I know. That was badass, dude. That was that. I like how the fact that he's 3 calls. That's all he gets to get on the horn.
3 rings, yeah.
Yeah, 3 rings. This guy's a badass, man. That was funny.
Now I would love to talk to his fiance.
Yeah,
Marrying
right.
into a family like that is very interesting.
Yeah, I mean that her mom better give the punching bag for the wedding gift, you know, because once you're an in-law,
She was like, I was on top of him, just hammering him with kidney shots. Well, Charlie, another good deed done.
another good deed. I'm happy for
And
us,
thanks
Miles.
to the people that did buy a shirt. That was awesome. Obviously, you changed his life and
Yeah,
feels good, guys.
you guys did that. Our bellied up listeners.
We were just the mediator.
We were. Yeah, we're just we're the caulking. That's all we are. We're just holding things together.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, should we take another caller?
Let's do it.
Craig.
How's it going, guys?
Craig, you got Miles and Charlie, Bellied Up Podcasts. What's going on, Craig?
Oh, I just got off work. I'm headed home now.
Where do you work?
I work at a manufacturing plant as their safety manager.
Ooh,
Okay.
safety manager.
Professional narc on our hands,
Look
Charlie.
at Craig with the big safety tips. Yeah, Craig.
Yeah.
Well, what do you do?
Well,
What do you do on a day to day?
on a day-to-day, I try to make sure nobody leaves without any missing fingers. That's my main priority. But I know you guys were talking about
What is your batting percentage on that?
Well, I've been at this company. Nobody's
400.
lost any fingers yet.
No
So I
fingers.
guess I'm batting 1,000.
Okay, I like that. Good job.
Had a couple lacerations, but nothing too crazy. I know you guys have talked about doing, you've talked about some forklift safety in the past, and I have quite a bit of experience with that.
Okay, forklift safety. What's that?
Exactly.
So let me get this right. You are a forklift certifier.
I am legally able to certify our forklift drivers.
Okay.
No kidding. We are so glad that you called, Craig. We have never had a certified certifier forklift driver guy on. Never in the history of the Bellied Up podcast. So
I didn't know they existed. to
I
be
didn't. I
honest with
thought it
you.
was
I
just.
thought it was just something you declare, like bankruptcy. You know? I declare I am forklift certified. And everyone's like, yeah, that checks out.
We are so sorry.
Either that or you slip
Miles,
a 20 to the OSHA guy.
You're not too far off there, Miles.
So what do you have to do to certify a forklift driver?
There's 3 main steps according to OSHA, and any competent person is able to do this. So there's no special training that you have to go through. So step 1, you have to do a classroom training. You got to sit down and either watch a video or go over some PowerPoints.
So it's basically
It's like a substitute
I was just
teacher.
gonna say substitute teacher. All right, I'm hungover today. Everyone watch this video. And done.
Pretty much what I do.
Normally
Yep.
we do a PowerPoint, but I'm a little hungover, so we're gonna watch a video today. He pops it in, it's Die Hard, and you're like, sorry, wrong one, but I forgot the VHS at home, so we'll just watch Die Hard today.
And yes, it is a Christmas movie.
I agree, Charlie. I agree.
Yep. All right. So the classroom thing. Then what?
Step 2 would be in-person training, so actually getting on a forklift and doing the training with it.
Okay. And step 3.
Step 3 would be an in-person evaluation. So I have to watch the person actually drive the forklift without any help and make sure that they know what they're doing.
What's the scariest thing you've ever seen someone do with a forklift?
Oh, geez. I have seen people stand on the forks and get lifted 10, 15 feet up in the air.
Awesome.
Yeah.
First of all,
Not a typical day.
You're the forklift certifier. How did you let that happen?
Well, hold on here. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I can't be everywhere at once. Everybody's on their best behavior whenever I'm around.
Charlie, I want you to ask me,
Miles,
when we moved into our office,
when you moved
and we
into
put
your
up the
office
pallet racking,
and you put up the pallet rack,
and we needed to get things on top,
you had to get things on top,
but things weren't on a pallet.
but things weren't on a pallet.
What did we do?
What'd you do, Miles?
Well, obviously, we put someone on the forks and forked him up there. And
Who was it?
me and Ryan.
You guys, were you straddling the fork?
And honestly, it wasn't that scary. It wasn't that bad.
And Miles has a
Craig.
fear of heights.
I do. So what's so dangerous about that?
Well, there's no fall protection, Miles, but as long as the safety guy's not around, then did it really ever happen?
Well, that, but also you're forgetting that I'm an athlete.
Oh, here it is again. Sorry, hang on, Craig. We're bringing out the yearbook.
Well, no, I'm just saying.
That was me blowing the dust off it. Wow, Miles, you played football in college.
Can you fast track the forklift process if you just say that you're an athlete?
You can fast track it a little bit if there is verifiable experience. So, yeah.
Oh,
You could.
man. So you were saying that was scary. That doesn't seem that scary to me.
Well, I've been lucky enough that there haven't been a whole lot of issues with forklifts. I've had people drive through wet concrete before with forklifts and get stuck.
They're just leaving their handprint. That's all that is. They just want. Did they sign it? They signed their track marks.
Nah, they should have though. They should have.
Has anyone ever failed your forklift certified class?
I've actually just today I had to fail somebody.
Really?
But,
you didn't even have to fail the
really.
guys standing on the forks, but you failed someone today?
Well, the guy standing on the fork had to take his license away. A little different.
So what did he do to fail?
I would just say they're more inexperienced than anything. So we'll just put them through some more training and hopefully get them certified again in another week or two.
I mean, it's a catch-22, right? You can't drive a forklift until you get forklift certified.
Exactly.
How are you supposed to get forklift certified if you have never drove a forklift?
Yep. You fail forward.
Exactly.
Forklifts fail forward, especially if you hold a pallet a little too far off the forks way up high. Then you are failing forward.
I've had that happen a couple times too.
Have you?
Oh, yeah.
Do you guys have a forklift simulator? Because that could also speed up the process.
Oh.
We do not. No, I have been looking at some of the new fancy technology, though. So that might be things for Christmas.
That's actually not a bad idea, Miles. A video game, a forklift video game, because you think about it, Call of Duty is what the military put out there to like train people to like war and all that sort of stuff. Do the same thing with forklifts. What would you call it? Call of Duty?
Yeah, it's like, oh, we're getting less blue-collar workers. That's because we don't have the Forklift Simulator 2025 game out yet.
Yeah, what do you call it? Fork sim?
Forklift Certifier.
No, it's gotta sound cooler. Fork cert sim. You guys like playing fork
We also don't
sim?
need to overthink it. They have Farm Simulator 2025. So we could just go Forklift Simulator.
I don't play video games. I'm better than you.
I know they have construction simulators, so I'm sure somebody's working on forklift simulator.
Well, if not, we should do it and brand it Bellied Up. We become rich.
There you go.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. Anyone almost die with the forklifts?
Not recently. No.
So
Fortunately.
So as a safety officer at a company, how stressful is your job?
I'd say it's probably one of the least stressful jobs in the company, honestly.
Yeah, classic. If I don't see it, it didn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's like
they put them in an office with no windows.
Like I always say, if common sense were a thing, I wouldn't have a job.
It's like they hired them to cover their ass, but then they give them like 4 months of vacation a year.
I wish, Miles.
You know, Craig, why don't you just take the rest of the week off? You've been working hard.
That would be nice. I wish I could, even with Christmas around the corner.
They make the safety officer work on Christmas?
I used all my vacation, so yeah, I'll be working around Christmas.
Oh, lame.
Where'd you go on vacation?
Florida.
You gave up
the Midwest every once in a while.
You gave up Christmas for Florida, huh? That's interesting.
Yeah, I had to take the family to Disney World.
Oh man.
When you walk around Disney World, are you pointing out safety violations, or do you leave work at work?
When I go other places, one of the things I like to look at are the fire extinguisher expiration date. To see how out of date people are.
How big of a deal is that?
How did you ever do the deed to be able to have kids?
You'd have to ask my wife.
That was his pickup line at the bar. Hey, see that fire extinguisher over there? Yeah, it's expired.
I will say I did find one on an airplane once, and that made me feel comfortable.
That it was expired on the airplane?
Yes.
But really, I mean, that's like the expiration date on food. Does it really matter?
Yes, it does. They need to be changed out every 6 to 12 years, Charlie.
Really? 6? You just said 6.
Yep.
6 to 12.
They need to be changed out every decade to 20 years. Otherwise, you're going to have a problem. 6 to 12 years.
Just depends on the type of fire extinguisher. Not all fire extinguishers are made the same.
Okay, what is a dud fire extinguisher? What does it do? Is it just completely ineffective?
It'll either not spray because the chemicals inside are solidified, or it will just not be effective and not put out your fire.
Well, then you just beat the fire out. You just roll it over that thing. Stop, drop, and roll the fire extinguisher. Exactly.
Yeah, if it doesn't come out, just throw the fire extinguisher into the flame. It'll melt the metal on the outside, and then it should put it out.
Yeah. You might lose a house, but that fire extinguisher eventually will do something.
Well, that's a great point to bring up. What are some other things that you keep an eye out for when you're in the wild?
So I did a lot of work in construction before I moved to manufacturing. So I always like to drive by construction sites and look for things like fall protection and crane rigging. Those are my two favorites.
Okay. Question. You've worked in the manufacturing. You've worked in the hard construction. Who's got more degenerates working for them? A manufacturing company or a construction company?
100% a construction company.
Okay. All right. So he did his, like you do your residency or whatever.
Yeah.
He did his residency in construction, and now he gets to just, like a dentist, just go in and poke around at people's gums and then walk out and get paid shitloads of money. That's what working in manufacturing's like.
Not a bad gig. Not a bad gig if you can
Pretty
find
much.
it.
Yeah, it's night and day.
All right. Well, what are the most dangerous things outside of the fire extinguishers being expired? What are the big things that people want to look out for that they might not know? Something that could save somebody's life one day.
Oh, well, it's Christmas time, so we can always talk about ladder safety.
Ladder safety?
Putting up Christmas lights?
Yeah. Just make sure it's all on the ground.
Yeah. I can give you my little ladder safety spiel that I give to all our new hire
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
I can't promise to be great podcasting, but we'll do our best.
I would like to hear it.
Okay. All right. So you always got to make sure you pick the right ladder for the right job. A-frame ladders must be fully extended at all times, and extension ladders must be leaned up against something before you can use them.
And the cleats got to be facing the right way.
I can't climb a ladder if it's not leaned up against something. You think I'm in Circus Olay?
It's Cirque du Soleil. What the hell did you just call it?
You think
I have seen
you think
people-
they think I'm the flying Midwest guy or the acrobat or what?
I have seen people use them to bridge two gaps, and so
Yeah,
How else are you
that's
supposed to
not
get
allowed.
between?
that's just standard practice. I mean, that's a portable catwalk is what that is. You can actually make monkey bars with 3 ladders.
yeah, I'm sure your homeowner could, but I wouldn't let that fly at my place, Charlie.
Well, Craig, you sound like you're no fun. I hate to say it. You sound like you're no fun. You're not letting us,
Unfortunately, it's true.
but you're safe. And sometimes safety, you know what's really no fun? Funerals before your expiration date. And Craig, you are saving us all from that. So thank you for your service to the safety of this country's manufacturing plants and Disney World.
Well, Craig, we appreciate you calling in today. And although, I was making a little bit of fun, we do appreciate your service keeping everybody safe.
No problem, Miles. Happy to do it.
Hell yeah, man. Well, have a good one.
Thanks. You guys too.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Can you imagine how unlucky that would be? You actually have a fire and your fire extinguisher is expired and it doesn't work.
I'll be honest with you, I didn't know they had expiration dates.
Me neither.
Learn something new every day here on the Bellied Up podcast, folks. We're saving lives.
Mm-hmm. Should we take another one?
Let's do it. Miles, love is in the air.
I can smell it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, there it is. You know
A
what's...
nice musk
Yeah,
in the air.
yeah. You know what says love to me, Miles?
What, Charlie?
A little tippy cow.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. If you want to show that person in your life that you love them, you get them a big old body, big
old body, huh?
Sorry.
All right.
Freudian twist there.
Okay.
You get them a big
old body.
big old body of this tippy cow and tip it on back this Valentine's
I mean, what's
Day.
more romantic than a delicious creamy treat after dinner?
Nothing, Miles. Nothing.
You know?
So hey, this cheers us to you, Miles. If this Valentine's Day goes awry for you or me, I want you to know I'll call you and we'll spend it together, okay?
Okay. I don't know. That's gonna happen.
Cheers.
Oh, and Charlie, another good gift would be what?
This t-shirt someone just threw on your back. This, folks, is a tip of glass, not a cow.
Hopefully Ann doesn't listen to this because she now knows what her whole Valentine's Day is.
Oh, geez.
Tippy cow and a tippy shirt.
Folks, if you really want to score this Valentine's Day with your loved one, get them this tip a glass, not a cow shirt off oubetcha.com. And oh my gosh, they're going to love it. And don't forget to bring a bottle of the tippy cow. Moo.
Charlie,
Miles.
you ever gone on a date on Valentine's Day before?
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's cold out there in the Midwest on Valentine's Day.
Yes, it is.
And you happen to be so love struck
Yeah.
that when you get outside of that restaurant, you happen to go ass over tea kettle, slip on some ice.
Oh,
That's not
yeah.
going to be good. That's a good way to ruin Valentine's Day.
Yep, but if your Valentine's Day is ruined, you don't want your bank account to be ruined too. Paying
Right.
for
Don't
that.
add insult to injury.
Right, exactly. So whether you're suffering from a broken ankle or a broken heart, call Nicolay Law and they will help you out.
Yep.
1-855-Nicolay with a T.
Or go to nicolaylaw.com.
Yes, sir.
And honestly, it might not be a bad move because then, you're going to get a lot of attention on Valentine's Day. You get hurt?
Oh, yeah.
Spend the rest of the night nursing you.
Oh, ooh, okay.
Romantic.
Yeah, it is romantical. Thank you, Miles.
Dustin, guys, has a Midwest confession for us, Charlie. So, Dustin, welcome to the confessional.
Yeah, thank you, Father. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Call me Daddy.
Yeah, I don't know about that one, Charlie. Sorry.
Yeah, it's worth a shot.
All right. Anyways, guys, I think I'm addicted to hardware stores. It's pretty bad.
Hardware
It's pretty
stores.
Now,
Okay.
now is what's the problem? Is it the time it takes to visit them all, or is it how much money you spend, or both?
Well, it's a little bit of everything. So I'm in Nebraska, and I work in Lincoln, and I'm pretty close to Lincoln, so I go there pretty frequently. And I'm not kidding, within not even a 1 mile radius, a Harbor Freight, a Menards, and a Home Depot, all right next to each other. So every time I go shopping, I at least have to stop at one of those places. And then I'm there for a solid 2 hours, and it's just my happy place. And I don't know if it's a problem, or maybe I should just keep going there, just maybe move in there. I don't know. Maybe
Hey, don't yuck your yum, Dustin. I gotta tell you, there's nothing better than a good hardware store. There's nothing better than that smell of lumber. It's possibilities, And then you start with one thing, you move on to the other. There's always another tool you need. There's always another tool you want.
Yeah, a good workshop is never done.
No, it's not. It's only just begun. So I don't think that there's a huge issue here. How much money on average do you spend when you walk into a hardware store?
Well, maybe about maybe a couple $100, about $200, maybe somewhere in there.
Okay, I see why we're in the confessional.
Yeah, this isn't about the hardware stall at all. It's about his inability to budget.
Yeah, he is buying away his feelings right here. Okay. And now are you a hardware store tourist? Like if you go to a random city, you're going to check out that hardware store?
I guess you wouldn't really say that. I've been looking forward to have a flea farm here in the area, but there hasn't anything near here for that. So I've just been mainly going to Harbor Freight and Home Depot Menards, which is hilarious because the Home Depot and the Menards that I go to basically share the same parking lot. So it's kind of a war there.
Oh, that's kind of fun.
I mean, that's a whole scene, a whole concept for a sitcom, Charlie.
It is. You get the it's almost like a sort of an Anchorman thing where you get the gang from one and the gang from the other. Yeah. Snapping the fingers. What's your favorite hardware store?
I think out of all the hardware stores, it's probably the Menards more. Honestly,
11% rebate.
Yeah, that rebate, it's hard to beat that. Come on.
I got a question for you. Why do we have to do a rebate? Why can't they just give you the discount in the store?
Harbor Freight does a really good thing with that. They have deals on the same time. I don't know why Menards doesn't do that, but I don't know. Maybe make you have to go back into the store to get the receipt. I don't know.
Tell me the last time you went to the hardware store, what'd you buy?
It would have been last weekend. And actually, I returned something this time. I returned some welding wire from Harbor Freight that I ordered online that I didn't need. But I've been going there pretty frequently the last about month or so because I'm kind of knees deep in a project right now. But before that, I was still going there pretty frequently just to sniff around and maybe grab a cheap tool or something. But
so what did you buy the last time you went to the hardware store?
The last time it would have been a couple of big pieces of sheet metal. Maybe I think I bought a hammer, some drill bits.
Okay.
That's about it.
Okay, so this is a fun game, Charlie. What project is he currently knee deep on after knowing he bought some sheet metal, a hammer, and some drill bits?
Well, I think he's making his own duct work. I think is what he's doing.
Okay.
I mean, I think he's doing some exposed duct work in his living room. He's walked into enough bars recently and seen that that's in, so that's what he's doing.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea, actually. Shit,
I think he's a Wicked fan.
Oh.
And he's finally given the sheet man or the Tin Man a sheet metal cock. It's the only sheet metal joke I got.
Oh, Miles.
It's the only sheet metal joke I got.
That's not bad, Miles. That's not bad. I wasn't expecting that.
That's a good one. I do that.
What does that say about me? As soon as he said sheet metal, I thought of cock.
Yeah, I don't know. There's nothing about that.
It's not good.
Miles, do your head on the gun. Come on.
What are you building?
So I have a 1960 Chevy Bel Air, and I've been cutting out holes in the floor because it's all rusted, and I don't want people Flintstoning their foot through the floor and cutting their leg up. So I've been buying some sheet metal to kind of patch all that up, and I got the floor all patched up now. I'm still in the process of getting some other stuff done with it, but I'm getting there.
Oh, that's cool. That's really sweet. Are you keeping that thing, or are you buy, selling, or trading it?
Well, I'm keeping it. I've had it since 2016. My dad bought it from the original owner back in '98. My dad bought it from the guy for $50 back then.
Wow.
And yeah, I've had it ever since 2016 because he just gave me the reins. It's like, I don't want it. Just you have fun with it. So I've been driving it and enjoying it a lot. So me and my girlfriend go cruising and whatnot too. So
I like it. Yeah. All right, so you're a hardware store guy. Me and Charlie are going to pitch you our hardware store business idea. Do you remember this, Charlie? It's okay if you don't.
I do.
Okay.
I got memories, Alex. Okay. Bar in the hardware store, the barware store.
Oh, bar the hardware store. Mm-hmm. Yes, I do remember that episode. I do remember that. All right, give me the pitch. What's the pitch?
The pitch is that we put a bar in a hardware store. And it's kind of a club in the sense where, let's say you're struggling with a small engine of some sort, you can't figure out why you can't get it running. You bring it in, everyone has some beers, the guys at the bar rail take a look at it, and it becomes a group effort to try and fix something that maybe you can't yourself.
It's an idea station, an innovation.
It's an incubator, is what it is, Charlie.
Yes. It's called
a support group incubator. What do you think of that?
I see one dilemma from my own personal experience. Once a beer gets cracked open in the garage, I ain't getting shit done.
I mean, that's
kind
of the point.
Yeah, we're not getting stuff done. That's what keeps people coming back.
Because if you fix the thing you're looking at, then you don't have to come back anymore. No one's going to actually fix it.
Yeah, we're trying to sell beer here, not fix your shit.
It's basically a kicking tires club. It's not a fix.
My bad. Well, I do have a safety idea. What you guys could do is maybe since you're having the bar and the hardware store mixed in one, maybe you have the section of the hardware store like a workshop area. Make a giant area with plexiglass, so just in case some shrapnel flies out and doesn't want to hit a patron at the bar, just an idea.
Why would we get rid of the one thing that makes us different?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's entertainment value too. And people know not to get too close to the barware store. That's like walking into the hippopotamus thing at the zoo. You just don't do that.
Yeah, that is true.
Do people do that?
I mean, I like the idea. Yeah. I see no problem with it. So
yeah, I mean, we kind of weren't pitching it in the sense of looking for critiques. Really, we were mostly just.
Oh, okay.
We just wanted to tell you what we came up with.
Maybe have instead of having beers on tap, have tools on tap that you can try out when you're sitting at the bar with a beer in your hand.
That's a good idea.
Like when you go to the phone store and they have the cord attached to the phone, you can kind of grab it and mess with it, something like that.
Yeah, I actually do like that. It's like a Apple store where the table's got all the stuff on it. You can belly up to it and just
maybe screw into the table.
Yeah, they got they got a thing of screws and a little piece of wood that you can just test it out on. I would actually enjoy that.
That would be not a bad idea.
Hammerschlagen.
Yeah, Hammerschlagen. Yeah, drill schlagen. No, this is how you go to fancy restaurant like the Olive Garden. They give kids coloring books. That's our version of the coloring books.
Okay.
I also just thought of another good idea. In a bar, there's always repairs that need to be done. You get your bar tab for free that day if you repair something at the bar.
Oh,
ooh, that's a good
free
one.
labor.
Wow. No, that's where that's incentivizing innovation is what that is.
Now we're thinking long term, Charlie.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of this stuff is, right now, but if you out of this bar for 10 years, stuff's going to break down.
Yep.
Yeah, you have Charlie in the bar, be like, hey, Charlie, get up on the roof, nail down that shingle for me. I'll pay your tab.
Yeah,
Something like that. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know if Charlie's the right man for that job, but
Why? Why?
Well, didn't Charlie's basement flood or something recently? Was that what he was talking about in the last episode of the podcast?
Did I do what?
Or something like that? Well, weren't you having problems with your house, Charlie, recently?
Oh yeah. Did I say that? Like where I was doing plumbing? Did I say that on this podcast?
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
I fixed it.
Oh, you did?
now wouldn't that have been nice if someone handed you a free beer because of it?
That'd be real nice. You get a little pat on the back.
Beer, more pizzas with it too.
Yeah. Oh, you know what else we're gonna have at this bar? Maybe we said this the last time, maybe not. We're gonna have a real key guy. I miss the key guy.
Oh, a guy that the guy that makes keys.
Yeah, the guy that makes the keys. I miss that guy.
Ooh, those machines are kind of dull, I guess.
They don't work very good.
About the guy who's making your keys.
Yeah, I tried copying my neighbor's key in one of those machines. It didn't even work. I had to use a tire iron to get in that house.
Did it eat the key when you tried to put it in the machine?
What's that?
Did it eat the key when you tried to put it in the machine?
No, it's just because the key said do not duplicate. It actually didn't duplicate it. You think Larry ever didn't duplicate a key? No, Larry duplicated that shit all the time. I just said, that's my key. He said, okay, I trust you.
Oh, shoot. Yeah. I guess you could add it to like one of the like corner thing, have like his own thing in the corner, like with the bar game, kind of something like that.
Yeah. Pull tabs and key copying.
Yeah, there you go.
Sounds like a good band name.
It does.
We'll workshop it. Well, Dustin, don't view it that you have an addiction. You have a hobby, okay?
Okay.
It's way different.
You could be doing heroin.
Sorry, I cut you guys off. I did have one more question before I let you guys go.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Since it is Christmas is around the corner. Merry Christmas to you guys, by the way.
Merry Christmas.
What's the best Midwest Christmas?
I think you got to watch Christmas Vacation for that. I think they documented it pretty well.
Yeah, true.
Best Midwest Christmas is you got a cabin and it's overlooking the ice and you got tip-ups there and you're sitting by the fire and you're looking at tip-ups and then no one's complaining that they didn't get enough presents because their present comes from God. It's when that flag goes up. And then you tell them to go get that fish. I don't know.
All right. So what my dad's side of the family likes to do, and we all get together before Christmas. We usually have a little get together before actually Christmas Day, just as a giant family. Then I have along with my parents and whatnot. We don't go on walks. We say we're going to go check cows, and we just end up going to the bar for a beer or two.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Very smart. That's like saying, I'm going to church again. You know, you do the midnight mass and you do the 3 on Christmas Day, and the bar's just called the church.
Yeah, there you go. It's usually a big group of us that goes, so they kind of know what we're doing at that point. It's been kind of an old joke for years, but it's still fun to say. You know, we're gonna go check cows, sleep for like an hour or two. But
I like that. I like going to check the cows. I'm gonna start using that.
You're more than welcome to, Charlie.
Well, listen.
I don't know how well that'll go over in Milwaukee or Fargo, but we can try it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got bigger.
All right, man. Well, we appreciate you calling in, and it was good to talk to you. And hey, have fun at the hardware store next time. And you got to get up to a flea farm at some point.
Yeah, I've been wanting to, man. It's an itch I got to trash here eventually.
Next time you're at the hardware store, get a rolling pin for that sheet metal, okay?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll do that, Charlie.
To make the cock. You're welcome.
Yeah. I'll when I end up making, I'll send you guys a photo.
All right. Cool, man. Well,
All right,
appreciate it.
sounds
Have
good.
a good one.
Yep, you too.
See you, Dustin. God, what is wrong with you turning my popcorn away from me?
It wasn't me. I was getting a look from Jared, who was telling me that it was too loud.
Crickling to the mic.
With me eating it?
No,
Or
hey,
the crickling of the bag?
Just because you know that it was wrong doesn't mean you have to get defensive at us and project on us.
I did know it was wrong.
Yeah, I know.
I knew I was being
And
a
now
bad boy.
Now you're getting the classic. I know I was doing something wrong, but I don't like it that you called me out. So now I'm gonna lash out.
Well, that's called karma because we know that's your MO.
Okay,
Mhm.
really?
Yep. Yeah.
No, what I was gonna say, Charlie, is actually pretty good innovation having the tools with the little cable on them, and you can test them out and try them out. That actually is a great concept for a bar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's awesome.
You don't even got to play music.
No, and then the best part is when new tools come in, we replace them, and then we get the old tools.
We can do an auction for the old tools.
Oh, that'd be good too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Or we could just take them.
Yeah, we could.
Yeah.
Well, is that it? That's it.
That is it for this episode of the Bellied Up Podcast. We thank you all for listening. We love you so much. Don't forget.
Tip your bartender. See you next one, guys.
Bye-bye.